The Western Cape Local Government MEC Anton Bredel has recommended that the Western Cape District be declared a disaster area. I'm joined by Rashid Kahn, Chief Director of the Department of Water Affairs, to give us more insights into the situation. How is the 53 million rand going to be used to combat the drought?
The 53.7 million rand we've got was for last financial year, and that has already been spent. We've had projects in Naisna. We've the Sedgefield desalination plant. We've given Naisna. We have given George Municipality as well as Mossel Bay. They got funding for the desalination plant in Naisna. You've got a recycling plant, which is the ultrafiltration plant in George Municipality, and you've got a recycling, desalination, reverse osmosis plant in Mossel Bay. That recycling plant in Mossel Bay will recycle sewage water and then be for reuse by Petronas A, who will then use it in the process for refining oil to petrol.
Okay, how much more money is actually needed to combat this?
We have got a further funding this year, 2010-11, of 141.5 million for the Western Cape, majority of the drought relief funding by National Treasury. And the money is going to be used for now Bito, that's where Plettenberg Bay is. Bito Municipality is going to get 20 million for their desalination plant, taking water from the sea and taking the salts out for water supply, as well as for groundwater. George Municipality is going to get further funding to complete their ultrafiltration plant. The total amount, 75 million rands, will be given to them. Naisna Municipality, not Sedgefield, but Naisna itself is going to get 17.9 million for another desalination plant for Naisna, as well as and Beaufort West is going to get 28.6 million for a recycling plant, because Beaufort West is also facing drought conditions. So those are what needs to be spent in this financial year, and we are now meeting in this drought in Durban to share ideas as to what has happened, the best practice and the learnings that we've had, and to then share it amongst ourselves and people from other regions and provinces like the Eastern Cape and Limpopo, etc. And we are going to share our ideas and put our heads together as to how we're going to then move faster ahead in terms of the drought that is now spreading to other areas.
Okay, so what is being done?
What we need to do is to prevent further droughts in the Southern Cape. Is in the coastal areas, we need to then be less reliant on rainfall, because a drought is where water availability, water supply is less than the water demand. And you get into a stress situation in terms of water supply. And where the rainfall doesn't come through, then your demand is much higher than your supply. That becomes a drought situation. Now, if you have a plant that doesn't depend on rainfall, but water infrastructure that now depends on seawater away from rainfall, then we should be able to then circumvent or obviate the drought. That's the one thing we're talking about. Second thing we're talking about is to prevent the drought, is to how then to share the waters that we have from the sea in urban areas, and then to leave the inland areas where the water is available in infrastructure for rural areas, because rural areas also are facing difficulty, like farmers, etc. So this is the situation we are having now. To then, how do we have a drought management plan to then have contingency plans to manage our water better, so that the urban areas have the water security, the agricultural areas have water for food security and job security.
This has been Roy Dining for Business Day Online.